And we're back on the Blitz. Over the years, West Orange, Stark, and Jasper have played some great games.
That's right. It wasn't too long ago when both teams were battling each other early in the season as top 10 teams. Tonight, they were renewing their rivalry at the Alamo. Well, at least they were hoping to renew the rivalry. Also, another big loser tonight, West Orange Stark. They made the trip to Jasper. Unfortunately, the game was canceled, but 12 Sports managed to track down the head coaches for their thoughts on what they need to improve on with district play right around the corner.
That's what tonight was about. Now, we still hadn't found, as far as our defensive unit, I don't think we've found our top 11 yet, and that's what tonight was for. So we're still searching. We're still looking for. We had 3 new faces that's going to start tonight, and they'll get an opportunity to play next week. So we're still searching for our top 11 as far as our defensive football team.
The thing that's kind of cost us in some games has been turnovers. And that's just fundamentals of football, as being, very conscientious of ball security at every position, skill position that touches the ball. And that's one thing we've got to get better at is ball security, because, if you go into a game and you don't turn it over, there's a good chance you're going to win the ball game. And that's one area I know we've got to get better at.
There was football at Liberty tonight. Hampshire Fanatic coming off that heartbreaking loss to East Chambers.
At least for a little while.
Went up against the Panthers. Opening drive of the game. It's Andrew Frugier. As he rolls out, slips, and Jay Arrington picks up the gain there for Liberty. Moments later, Panthers rolling left this time. The pitch back. This time to Eric Foster. Foster turns the corner around that Longhorn defense, sloshing through the rain puddles there. Around the 40-yard line. They would move it in close for a field goal, and the field goal was up and good by Liberty for a 3-0 lead with 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter in that opening drive. But then thunderstorms hit, and we're talking about big-time rain with lightning, and kids heading for cover there. No, they're out there enjoying the rain. Anyway, as we go to the scoreboard, this game was also canceled, so that 3-0 Liberty lead did not count, and they will not make up this football game.
Here in Beaumont, the Kelly Bulldogs are looking to get in the win column for the first time, taking on the Orangeville Bobcats, and Kelly was leading this one 14-13 on a sloppy night out there at Bulldog Stadium. Looking like UCLA going against Clemson out there. Alante Wingate keeps it for a nice pickup. Fourth quarter, 14-13, Kelly still leading until Carmichael Wiley taking it all the way. The 2-point conversion was no good. Orangeville takes the 19-14 lead though. Now, ensuing kickoff going to Cameron Frank. Ball's loose on the ground, going to pick it up. Just a tough night to play out there. Slipping and sliding, he's breaking a few tackles. Nice return before finally being drugged down to the turf. More from them dogs. Alante Wingate again, this time keeping it rolling. Looking for anybody open. Somebody's got to be open. Nope, I'll just keep it myself. Splits the defenders, picking up about 15 yards there. But as we go to the final, it's the Bobcats that hold on for the win, 19-14 over the Dogs.
How about Evadale? The Rebels hosting Cominio tonight, one-time district rivals, now in a non-district game. Evadale 0-3. Cominio comes in with a 3-0 record. Rain pouring down. Watch the opening kickoff. A little pooch kick. Evadale hoping that Cominio would fumble, but no. Tyler Walker pounces on the ball at the 50-yard line, so the Bulldogs get great field position. They get a first down now. Looks like they're going to punt on 4th down, but it's a rollout by their quarterback, Matt Bailey. Bailey eludes a defender, dives for the first down marker, and gets that first down to keep the drive alive. Opening drive of the game. Moments later, the pitch goes to Waylon Whitley, and Whitley weaves his way downfield. Looks like he's going to score, but he's hit from behind, brought down at the 1-yard line. And that would set up this. Quick snap there, the handoff to Cody Walsh, and he walks it in for the touchdown. Walsh would later score on a 2-point conversion to make it 8-0 Cominio. Evadale trying to bounce back, but they were stuffed in their opening drive. The handoff to Jacob Connor. Connor really punched in the gut there. Looked like he got the wind knocked out of him momentarily. So Evadale turned it over, had to punt. Now here's the punt by Jordan Hare. And watch this, gets it off pretty good in a rainstorm. Comes down to Chris Clark. And it's Clark, then to the outside.
Wow.
Played out one defender as Cominio sets up a wall there for Clark. The only man to beat is Hare, but he makes the tackle down at the 3-yard line. Nonetheless, Walsh would score to make it 14-0, no 2-point conversion. So Evadale regroups, trailing 14-0. They turn it over. And now the pitch back goes to Walsh. He fumbles the football, and it's Tynan Mahar with the recovery for the Rebels from Evadale. Pretty good field position around the 30-yard line. First play from scrimmage. Handoff goes to Connor. Jacob Connor weaves his way for first down inside the 15-yard line. So Rebels mixing it up on offense. And moments later, Jordan Hare at quarterback takes the handoff. He's passing, and he's completing it to Matthew Terry in the end zone for an Evadale touchdown to make it 14-6. So they're trying to match the two-point conversion by Cominale. A little play action rollout. The pass is caught on a diving catch by Adrian Valencia to make it 14-8. Cominale led this game 22-8 at halftime. As we go to the final, they pull away. That was the only score of the night for Evadale as Cominale wins it to go 4-0, 42-8. Over the Rebels.
How about some other scores from tonight? Silsbee, they did not make the trip to Livingston to take on the Lions as they were canceled. Luckily, they didn't have to make that trip. They canceled that one before hitting the road. Also, BUNA getting a big win on the road, taking care of those Hemp Hill Hornets, 28-6.
And when we say a game is canceled, that means it will not be made up. There was one postponement tonight, but Sabine Pass Warren is canceled along with West Hardin, and Hardin will not be made up. Also, Lovelady and Holt Azetta, that one is postponed. That will be made up next month. October the 14th, the cancellation, Joaquin and Burkeville as well.
Baytown Christian taking on High Island, 48-14. They started this on their field, which is located right behind their school. I've been there before. Imagine a big field with just a white chalk line, and they bring out chairs. And
old-timey football.
Old-timey football. It's a great place. Well, guess what? When it gets real muddy, not a good place to play. So they moved six-man football to Stallworth Stadium, which holds 18,000 people.
And it's got turf.
Turf. Big night for the kids. Unfortunately, the Cardinals come up short, 48-14. Meanwhile, Legacy Christian taking on Temple Holy Trinity. That one is set for Bryan tomorrow morning, of course, depending on the weather.
Also tonight, Chester and Crosby. Victory Praise will play tomorrow along with Mount Carmel Community Christian against the Lions. And Ashley might have highlights of that one.
We're going to be trying to get it.
If they don't rain it out.
If they don't rain it out. A lot of ifs coming up, of course, and of course those Lamar Cardinals coming up tomorrow as well. Big game coming up tomorrow night at home.
Coming up on halftime of the Blitz, we've got second chance highlights right around the corner, but first a special honor for one of the Ozan Panthers today.
That's right. Tony Brown has been one of the most highly recruited defensive backs in the country. He won't make a decision on his future college until after this high school football season. We do know that Brown will be playing in the Under Armour All-American game on January 2nd at Tropicana Field in Florida. And today at a special ceremony at Ozan High School, Brown was presented with his jersey for that Under Armour game. He's one of 90 players from around the country. Think of how many players there are. Only 90 are selected for this honor. Brown is currently out with a sprained ankle. He says he will be back for the district opener against Central next week. For now, it was all about making his family proud.
It means a lot to me to be representing my family, my city, and my school in the Under Armour game. And I just want to go up there and have fun and represent my family and everybody the correct way.
You're also known for your style, coming out with the bow tie and the nice shoes today. How long did you think about what you were going to wear today?
As soon as Coach Tucker called me and told me they would be here Friday, I started thinking about what I was going to wear and what I was going to do with my hair.
You've been through the process and you've been surrounded by a lot of the top recruits in America. How's it going to be feeling to be competing against those guys when you go to Tropicana Field?
I mean, competing with pads on, that's a whole different deal as far as my position goes, the corner and receiver, because in one-on-ones throughout the summer at the camps and things, they have no pads, and you can't really get your hands on them like how you want to. So I'm just looking forward to see what these guys really can do with pads on.
So Tony Brown really styling today, had that bow tie on. Looks like he's ready for an Ivy League school, maybe Yale or Harvard or something like that.
Well, there's other schools from the South like LSU and A&M and Alabama that might have something to say about that. Of course, it was the one question I had to ask. Everybody's going to ask you about football. Tony Brown is known for his style, okay? You should have seen the shoes. I couldn't get a really good shot of it. The hair.
Mom took care of the hair since Beloved's already at LSU.
Exactly. He gets up, puts the hat on. Tony's hair was a little large today, in case you didn't notice. Mama wasn't going to let him look bad on camera. She said, no, boy, come over here. I'm going to get that tied up for you. Tony Brown always looking good, looking sharp on the bow tie. Took him from last Friday till today to figure out what he was going to wear. Wow.
Tough decision.
There you go.
Hopefully he'll be able to play next week in that big game against Central to open up district play.
And he told me when I was at the A&M game that the toughest decision of his life will be where he's going to choose to go to college. I think the toughest decision of his life was just this last week of what he was going to wear. Now, we've hit another time out here on the Blitz. After the break, as we said, second chance highlights coming up.
As we head to break, let's take a look at our Freaky Fan of the Week.
JK Chevrolet presents the Freaky Fan of the Week.
And our fans from the week come from the game of the week. Check out the Mohawk. They're not worried about the rain out there
The Frohawk.
at East Chambers. The East Chambers Buccaneers Bleacher Creatures are our Freaky Fans of the Week.